What's going on, guys? I'm back again, recording the carpet of my room with my phone, and today we're talking about Super Mario Sunshine. So, this game has a pretty long history with me, the GameCube being, my favorite console, and I first played it once again. I think when I got my GameCube, I got a bunch of games with it, and I believe Mario Sunshine was one of them. Also, I got it used, so it's once again, another GameCube game I have that does not have the manual in it, but it has the disc. Obviously, the case is all intact and everything, so I mean, it's okay. That being said, the disc looks really nice. These little itty bitty GameCube games are always look nice and cute. But that's besides the point. The point is, this game played on the GameCube. I always liked it, and when I was a kid, obviously didn't really. I mean, even when I was a kid, the internet wasn't really a thing for me, so I didn't really know what people thought of this game. But I always thought it was fun and liked it a lot, just like I like Mario 64. So I figured most people thought the same thing. But as I got older, I saw stuff about Mario Sunshine, and apparently people like they don't just dislike the game. They're not like, oh, it's okay. They hate this game. And I just don't get it. Like I understand not liking as much as other ones or you just think it's fine. But to hate Mario Sunshine, I just don't really think it's deserved. Now the reason for this is because one, it's a 3D Mario game, which is already a great platform for a game. But two, this game adds, well, as you can see, the FLUDD on the cover here. And I think it adds such a cool mechanic to the game with the hover nozzle being able to hover, the rocket one being able to jump super high, and the regular standard squirt one, which you can go like third person aiming, and the like super fast spinning. I don't remember what that nozzle was called, but it was really fun. And the satisfying, like the water effects, especially for a GameCube game, look great. And the way you just clean up all the goop around on Isle Delfino looks amazing. A lot of GameCube games, especially with a really good art style like this one, age really well, especially when you make them in HD and a higher frame rate and whatnot on Dolphin emulator. But this one looks absolutely really good, so that was something I just didn't get. Like, I'm like, why do people not like it? But then, as I, got older and played through more of the game, there was levels that are frustrating, but like you could just not play the levels, and you could say the argument for that is like, okay, if I want to 100% the game, I need to play those levels, and then reliance on a bunch of blue coins. And when you don't 100% the game, getting coins is fun because you only need a few of them to get a few extra stars. It's like, oh, this is nice. That way I don't have to do this and this. But if you're 100%ing getting all of them, and some of them are really hard, then I kind of understand why. So I think the reason that people don't like it is because of those levels and because there's more blue coins than actual levels. Like I think if there was more levels in the game like Mario 64 to just play through as opposed to just getting blue coins, then it would be better. But overall I still think it's good. And that moves us on to the Switch version. Once again, I talked about this last time in the 64 video. Not only was this on here, but so was Sunshine. And because of Sunshine, this is the way I play it now, today. I would recommend this for other people, but as I said before, it's limited time and you can't buy it anymore, not even digitally. So it's like, okay, Nintendo. Anyway, that being said, this version of the game you would think is just pretty good overall, but it has like a weird like heat filter effect on like the game, and it's kind of hard to explain. Maybe I'll see if I can show it. But you get into the game, it's like, oh, it's Mario Sunshine, and it looks great in HD, and it's in widescreen. So let me go into my file here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's like the weird filter thing going on. Okay, so I have no idea if you can see this on the Switch screen. Probably not. But like right here, there's like this wavy heat wave effect. You definitely can't see it on here. But what I'm trying to say is there's like in the distances, there's this weird like heat effect and it like makes everything blurry in the distance when it just shouldn't be. And I don't even know if this was on the original GameCube version or it's just way more noticeable because it's in HD and clearer. But it's fine when you're playing the game. It's not super noticeable, especially when it looks really good. But when in the cutscenes, it just looks bad. Like the blurriness of that really gets in the way, and you're just like, what am I even looking at? So like I was saying, I really like wanna, especially if this version was still available, I would still recommend it. But like, yeah, the cutscene thing is just weird. Like, I don't know why it looks like that because I'm pretty sure on Dolphin it just doesn't. And also, it's still 30 frames, which to me it doesn't matter. The game looks perfectly fine at that. It's more about the visuals. Um, but it's like, why is it not 60? The Switch is perfectly capable of doing that because Galaxy on here is. This port is really good. It's like the way to play it if you could still play it if you didn't have it. So, it's HD, it's widescreen, and the 60 frames, and there's no like weird heat effect problems going on. So I don't really know why that is. But I don't know. That's just kind of the way Sunshine is on here. Overall, I still play it on here because the Switch has the GameCube controller adapter, but it's natively supported on this. So you can use the pressure triggers on there to fully push it down, and then you stop moving and aiming, and then you can hold it while running, which is super like fun or satisfying to pull off in this game. And I can't really play this game with the Joy-Cons. It just does not feel right at all. So I was plugging the GameCube controller. I mean, same with Mario 64 doesn't feel right, the Switch Joy-Cons, but it's not as necessary with like the flood thing going on. So I guess it's just personal preference. Especially if you didn't use it, you probably wouldn't even know. But I'd say overall, this game is really good. This version's maybe not the best. The best way to play it is probably unfortunately on an emulator, but it is what it is. But overall, just whatever way you can play this game, I would recommend playing this game. Maybe they re-release it on Switch Online. On let's say the Switch 2 comes out, they have GameCube games on there as a separate thing. One day I can dream, can't I? If they do have that, then that would be great. That would probably be a better way to play it. Maybe if it didn't have. Now, honestly, it would still have weird stuff going on. Let's be honest, we're talking about Nintendo here. They make no sense most of the time. Even if you were like, oh, it's finally something great, there's always a caveat with it. But overall, I think this game is really good. Deserves a chance. Definitely deserves to be played. And yeah, that's basically my review and my thoughts on Mario Sunshine. And thanks for watching.